Recently, I purchased Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl, and let me tell you, this album is amazing. For somebody that doesn't know who Pink Floyd is, they are an English rock band that pioneered genres like underground rock and sold over 200 million copies in total. And today, I'm going to be reviewing Dark Side of the Moon. Now first, what is Dark Side of the Moon? Well, it's a concept album that discusses the philosophical and physical ideas that can lead to a person's insanity and ultimately an unfulfilled life. It was released by Harvest Records in March of 1973, and with out of the way, the first thing I want to talk about is the packaging. This comes in a matte finish and a gatefold sleeve. The artwork for this album is the signature prism and a light beam on the front and back. Inside the gatefold shows a cool pulse illustration, and one of the sleeves holds 2 posters and 2 cards. I will say this about the matte finish, it does feel nice but picks up fingerprints really easily. So be aware if you're buying this album on vinyl, it does get fingerprints really easily. The album consists of 10 songs, 5 songs on each side of the record. And the album starts off with Speak to Me, which is a minute-long intro to the album, and that's pretty much it. Then it bleeds into Breathe, a song that means you should appreciate life. Then it bleeds into On the Run, which starts off with synth noises, sounds of somebody running, and is mostly an instrumental track, which then bleeds into Time, a 7-minute song that starts off with clock noises, then goes into a beautiful track with a 2-minute intro. Then side 1 closes with The Great Gig in the Sky, which only has 1 verse and is a great closer for side 1. Moving on to side 2, it starts off with Money, which starts off with samples and a catchy bass line, and the song is in a 7/4 time signature. And the song is about a man bragging about all his money, which then bleeds into Us and Them, an almost 8-minute song that shows how humans can be cruel to one another, which then perfectly blends into Any Color You Like, which is a completely instrumental song, which then bleeds into one of the best album endings ever. Brain Damage and Eclipse. Brain Damage is a song about mental illness based on former bandmate Syd Barrett's mental instability with the line, "I'll see you on the dark side of the moon," indicating that he felt related to his terms of mental idiosyncrasy. It then bleeds into Eclipse, a beautiful track about everything that happens in everyday life. The song ends with the man saying, "There is no dark side of the moon really, matter of fact, it's all dark." All in all, this was an amazing concept album. It's not only one of the best Pink Floyd albums, but you can go into it thinking it's overrated, when in reality it's an amazing album. So for my final verdict, this album gets a 10 out of 10. But let me know your opinions on this album in the comments below, and with that out of the way, my name's Aidan, and Happy New Year.